guys, this is OG Dark Spider, and I am going to show you guys something in this video that's been talked about a lot in a lot of the threads that I see around on Facebook and places like that. A lot of questions about silos, silage, and a lot of people apparently do silage. I mean, it can make you really good money. And I'm sure that there's going to be things in here you already know and great, and then most of this video is probably not going to be for you. But I discovered this, and I was talking to a few guys the other day, and they had no idea. So I thought, well, what the heck? I'll just make this video and we'll put it out there. What I'm going to show you is first, I'm going to go into construction. Okay. So I've already got two silos out here, and I'm going to put a couple more. Actually, I'm just going to leave. I'll put in four. And the reason why I do four is it doesn't cost anything really. I mean, look, it costs me 1 point, and weirdly sometimes it's four, sometimes it's one. I don't know why it changes, but if it's only going to cost me 1 point, I'm going to go ahead and probably put in like six. But I put them really close together, and I'm going to tell you why I do this because I came to find out that if you look, that says Lizard Silos Multi-Fruit Mod, right? If I go under silo extensions, right there, very far left, right there, lizard silos with liquid storage mod. So that's not it. Multi-fruit mod, here it is. So this is the extension for those silos, but it doesn't work. And I'm going to prove it in another video because I've had them before where generally I only use one of these silos, and then I'll put in three of the extensions, so that way I have 200 million liters of storage. I, I don't need that much, and I doubt anybody would, but I just do. Um, but come to find out that they don't work, and I was like, oh, okay, well, because I was trying to check it out. I just didn't do a video on it, but I'm going to do a video on it so we can see that it actually does not hold what it says it holds with the silo extension. All right, that being said, all right, so what this is about is how the silos increase your input on a lot of these factories. Um, Let me find it. I have a lot of factories in here. If you haven't noticed, this is a new one that I wanted to try. I just found this one. I wanted to try it, but I'm gonna put it over here, and I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that later. Right now, we're concerned about. We're gonna use this cow mix feeder for sure. Oh, oops, wrong button. Um, right now, I'm looking for that multi fermenter. There it is. All right, so this one here for sure. This one does just excellent. It's very, very fast. And we're going to just plop it down right there. Okay. So that's our fermenter. Now we need a gas dryer for our hay. Now I don't know who does all these mods. I'd actually have to go back out and look and give them credit for their mod because they're great. They do great. So who makes these mods, I know it's different people. You know, good on them for giving them to us because I love them. I think they do great. This hay dryer um, is excellent too. It's fast. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think it only holds like 7 million. Maybe it's 10 million grass. I think it's 7 million. We're gonna put that right there. And then the other ones that I use is because I really try to stay self-efficient. When I get the money, I will always try to make my own products, meaning everything. Because I do a lot of greenhouses, silage, cows. Used to do chickens, but I don't do chickens so much anymore. Um, I make my own lime, I make my own fertilizer, I make my own seeds. Now they can be somewhat slower. These right here, Lime fertilizer, salt, herbicide, and seed production. They could be a little slow, um, but they will make enough to keep your greenhouses going. And what I found was if I put them right next to the silos, now you have to put them somewhat apart because if you ever want to collect, there it is. But I don't ever collect. All right, so there's those. And then the last thing we talked about was I was going to put in that TMR. I get so lost in here sometimes looking for what I want. Forget where it was. It's back here. It's the cow. Um, but this here, I'm going to put another one of these over here because I want to show you. We're going to turn it. Let's turn it this way. We'll put it right here. All right, so that's all by itself. Okay, now let's go find that TMR. Here it is. Cows. Now we can squeeze it in right here. It should be fine right here. Oh, it won't let me. That's okay. I think I've put it here before. No, and it's not in the way of the hay because you can still get in there, so it's no big deal. That's not normally how I do my setup. It's a little different than that, but this is just a test map to show you guys. All right. Now, um, this is my favorite truck. Haha. It's funny how much my avatar looks like me, but anyways. And the trailers. I don't know, guys, what you're using for trailers, but um, this is my favorite trailer for grains and sunflowers, whatever, just anything you need, really. I mean, you can get just about everything base game. Um, it won't pick up coffee from the greenhouses, but I'm going to do another video on the CSS raw and the roasted there. But it won't pick them up as pallets, so that's the only downfall of that. But I'll show you guys something I found out on that too that I didn't know about. But this Titan trailer base is $20,000. Now, for a lot of people, they're like, I don't like a lot of mods. I don't like I don't need all that Unreal stuff. Well, that's fine. So the base on it's 20 metric tons. That's what, 2,000? Or 20,000, I think, 20,000. I had to look that up before. Make sure it's you move the decimal over 3 points. It should be 20,000 liters is what that's going to be. Um, so if you don't like mods, that's fine. Just use that then. Um, it's cheap. Um, yeah, it's 20,000. I just want to make sure I didn't want to pass off any alternative facts. Like I said before, there are plenty of videos out there. Looney Farm guy, I follow him on YouTube. I think he's great. Um, that's not what this is about. This is more about the side stuff that nobody ever talks about. So getting back to this trailer, 20,000 liters is nothing. I mean, you can definitely do that. But then you got 500, and then it goes to 5,000. I mean, that's 5 million liters. I mean, you know, that the only thing that I would say that I think would actually be kind of neat on this, they could make it a little longer and maybe split it in two. So say 2.5 million in the front, 2.5 million in the back. Maybe you can get two crops in there. But as is, this is my favorite trailer, and I didn't even know it was in my stuff for a long time. Um, and as far as the trucks go, oops, wrong one. Um, the Roadrunner is the one that I normally go with, but I have been going with the TLX Phoenix a lot lately because it's just a power horse. I mean, it just works and works. It's got a lot of tonnage. It's good for logging. If you look at 14.3 tons as opposed to 12.3, so it's not too far off, but that extra 2 tons of extra log. But also this, if you hit combinations R3, because I am on PlayStation, this has the largest tanker in the game that I'm aware of as far as liters go. And what it holds, 820,000 liters. Now, Lizard has a standalone tanker that holds 500,000. but I've not seen anything as large as 820,000 liters tanker for this CMS truck. So I started using this for my greenhouses because if you, depending on how many you have, I mean, so if you look at it, let's say you have 4 and they take herbicide, I mean, that's 820,000 and they hold 100,000 each. I mean, that's a lot of herbicide. But anyways, that's the truck I go with when it comes to pretty much any liquids. Getting back to the what we're here for. So what we're going to do is, so we're not going to worry about these 2 buildings here right now. I was just putting them out there to show you that they'll be increased too. So we're going to go all the way down here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the last 2 here. Well, let's go back. We're going to dump this one here. Okay. Because I believe that is where, no, it would be the last 2. So I was right the first time. So let's move up. It is a little odd how it picks it up. So anyways, we're going to start dumping this one. I think if I back up enough, I can get the other one in there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and unload that one too while we're at it. Now we're going to hit start. I'm going to go to productions and I'm going to show you what it's doing. Okay. So here we go. So you can already see that our multi-fermenter is picking up, it's at 800,000 already. All right. Let's go down to our hay, see if it's going to pick it up, and it is. So, and the hay one is 2 silos away, which means those 2 silos are connected right now. So I guarantee you, I get out of the truck, and both those silos are going to have the same amount in them. So that's 100 million liters. So what I suspect, and I haven't tried it out, and I can do a video on it. I'll go buy a bunch of trailers, and we'll put 100 million liters of grass in there and see if that stacks it out. Because I think that's what it's going to do. But right now, I'm just trying to show you that it increases your input storage. Because I was talking to a guy that said he had like 7 or I think 10 million grass because he turned his whole farm, he's doing nothing but grass. He's like, it doesn't hold it, doesn't hold it. And I'm like, this will take care of that for you. Plus, it's really fast. I don't care how fast you're mowing lawns, that multi-fermenter is going to be able to keep up and probably pass you up. Because if I speed this up by morning, it'll be out of grass, and you'll have nothing but hay in there. And then if you go back to the multi-fermenter, you'll have probably about 4 million by morning. We're going to click all this on, click that on. Now what I want to do here though is I want to show you that you can also distribute from here. So we're going to take our silage and we're going to hit distribute. Same thing with my hay. I want it to distribute because they're close enough together. It'll just distribute for you. You don't have to worry about it. We're already at 1,400 hay. All right, so the trucks are empty. Let's go back and get the other ones going. I'm gonna fill these suckers up. You know, I couldn't fix this right here because it's at the end of the map. That's why there's a giant launch pad there basically now. So we'll go back. We're gonna get our other trailers. Sorry. We're gonna dump them in there. And the same thing goes for those other ones. So the factories that I put down, the lime and all those things, so it's going to be the same thing. It increases the input storage for that. I can't tell you how many times. It's a ton though. Like again, I assume it's the whatever silos are picking up what we're putting in. I'm glad it wasn't real life, man. I can't drive right now. I'm drunk. I gotta go home. So whatever silos pick up what you're putting in. So if it's 3 silos, if there's 3 of those 50 million liter silos that have all of our grass in it, I missed it. Dang it. Then I would say that it'd be 150 million liters is what you've now increased the input to. I don't guarantee that number. That's just what I'm assuming because I've never capped it out. I normally don't have that much money to cap out 150 million liters of grass. I mean, it is what it is. It gets used too fast, and you know, So we're gonna go put this in there, and that'll give us 20 million liters of grass. Now what I'd like to do is we're gonna put it in the same one. We're gonna put it in this second one here. Or actually, yeah, we put it in this one. Well, here, let's just find out, because it doesn't matter. It's going to show us. So 9.9. This one's empty, so they're not connecting. Those two aren't. That one's not. But these two are, and that's why I went to the grass. Or to the hay thing. Okay, so we're good to drop it here. Okay, go back. And as you can already see, if you see the red line, it's not even moved hardly. I mean, it has. It's just under the A. Just a hair under the A. So, I mean, you've got a ton more space, and I don't know anybody that's going to have 20 million grass. I got 10 million chaff sitting over there. I got 5 million potatoes we're going to put in there just to prove a point. And you got 5 million potatoes, I don't even know what you're doing making silage. So, I mean, I'm just saying. Sell them suckers or make potato chips out of them, one, too. And then we go back down to our hay. It should be picking it up as well, and there it is. The same thing. They're always off by a little bit. So 13.9, 14.1, 14.2, 14.3. We're going to see when it's fully done. I want to see if they actually match. I don't think they ever will be completely because one's faster than the other one, obviously, but they're pretty close together. So we still got a little bit more to go. They're about half empty together. So, but I think this is a good little, what do you want to call it? A cheat? Just a workaround, I guess. It doesn't work for everything. There are just some factories that it won't pick up on. Like I did the manure factory where you just drop hay in it or straw. I'm sorry. Nothing helps it. It literally takes like 40,000 straw. Takes 16 days to make a little bit of manure, and nothing increases the input. Nothing that I found. Now you might even be asking yourself, can you use the underground storage? No, it won't pick it up. I've tried it 100 times. I can do another video on underground storage silos because there's a really nice one out there. If you go to silos, it's right down here. Again, I don't know who makes the mod. Right here, you got one for 500,000 liters. This one's 500 million. It's a great underground storage mod. It really is. I love it. I do use them, but I don't use it for this because none of the factories will pick up the storage. I mean, because if that's the case, you could go with like 2 of these and you'd be good to go forever. I mean, those suckers hold everything. All right, so they're done. So there you go. Now you're at 19.6. 19.6. So they're almost exactly the same. So they're picking up the same things. Uh, so that's 20 million liters in there. I mean, again, I'm doing the extreme to kind of quell any questions about how much. Because once we get past, say, 40 million, does it really matter? I mean, the chances of anybody even maybe a multiplayer server, you might have that much in storage, but it's highly unlikely. Chances are you're going to be selling all that stuff. You're not going to need all that storage. All right, let's get rid of this. All right, now what I did here, this is mineral feed and potatoes. I wanted to put this mineral feed in there because I want to see if it's going to pick it up. I mean, it should. It has on my own game, so you just got to be careful where you're putting it. You can't put it in the very outside silo and have your hay on the other side and think it's going to pick it up because it's not. It's got to be close. It's got to be close, my friends. So potatoes and mineral feed. So we want our potatoes back there with our multi-fermenter. And we also, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put the potatoes in that same bin. But I'm going to go up one and I'm going to drop the straw in the next one. Well, you know what? Actually, we probably will drop them in both. Probably I'll drop both in here because they're so close together. So let's do that. I'm going to find out what happens here. We'll find out what happens. There's the potatoes. There's the mineral feed. I'm going to go to start. Our TMR should be down here. Here it is. All right, so it's not picking up the straw. Oh, there it is, mineral feed. So let's pick up the mineral feed. Yeah. We didn't do. What was the? Oh yeah, potatoes. I got confused for a second there. And if, that's the wrong one. I gotta go back up. That's the other one. And there's your potatoes. So again, like I said, I knew I was gonna pick it up. I just want to make sure that I wasn't on crack. So we're in good shape. 19.9 will be about 5 million potatoes. And then I'm waiting for this. It usually takes an hour for it to start distributing, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's an hour. Because I have it on the slow. It's on, yeah, it's on 0.5. I have it on the slowest game speed. And then I'll speed it up usually when I'm not trying to get things done. Uh, just depends. Most times I'll run it up to like 6, sometimes 10. If I'm really just wanting to go on to the next day, I just do it to 360 and move on to the next day. I know you can go to sleep, but it's easier for me to just hit pause and speed up time. Besides, most of the houses in this game are dumb. You can't really go in but one, maybe two, I think, that I found. If anybody's got one, you can tell me. All right, so it doesn't take an hour because look, there's the hay already. So it's already distributed our hay. It's been what, 10 minutes max, if that. My wife says I have no concept of time, so it could have been 10 seconds. I don't. I guess I don't know, but there it is, already starting to distribute for us, and we're empty. So now let's go get our last bit of chaff, and we're going to drop it in there because we're at what about 30 million right now, right? We got 20 million grass, or 25 million, I guess. So just so everyone's aware of how that works is all I'm trying to do here again. So, and like I say, shout out to all those mod makers that make these. Because, dude, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have these things. So, there is no bad mod, as far as I'm concerned. If it doesn't work, then we just need to let them know, and that's what we're here for. I mean, we're here to play the game, and if something's not working, we gotta let them know so they can fix it. I don't think I missed that. There it goes. All right, so this is the chaff. And if you're wondering, that's that multi-fruit silo that you can get everything in: grapes, tomatoes, olives, potatoes, cotton. I'm not sure how you get cotton out of it. You just roll up to it and hit the button, and it fills up your trailer. But whatever, I'll take it. I mean, I don't ever get cotton from there, but so all right. So here we are. There's that one. And there's that one. Again, we're going to go back to start. We're going to take a look. And I didn't get any straw. I could have got some straw, I suppose, though, in there. But I think you guys are catching on what I'm saying. Again, just remember, it's not going to change the output. So TMR on this particular TMR, this particular one's like 149 and change. It will not increase that for some reason. It only seems to be increasing your input. So just remember that. So when you get in your game, you're like, well, that guy said, I didn't say that. I told you it only affects the input. So, and there it is. So you're at 27 million, which is over. That's a pretty decent amount. If you've got more than 27 million, then kudos to you. You probably have a $400 million farm. It works. It's helped me. I don't have to worry about putting in other silos all around the place, trying to figure out where I'm gonna put my excess stuff. You just don't have that problem with this. Now, I will say though that if you get that what is it? There's another the fermenter. You guys know I'm talking about that green one. I think yeah, it's right here. This one takes chaff, straw, and hay. Now it's giant. It does create digest it, um, and it works pretty close the same way the rest of it do. If you get it close enough, it will also increase the input. My problem with this thing though is it's kind of slow. It holds a lot of grass. It really does. It'll take all that hay, sitting next to these silos. It'll take it all. But it's actually really slow, and I really don't have the need for the digested, so there's no point in me having this one anymore. Um, now, I wanted to try that other cow feeder maker, although I don't remember where it was, but it's in here someplace. Because I haven't used it yet. I wanted to try it out and see how it does. If it's faster, if it's better, who knows? Like, um, we can delete this. I really don't need it. And plus, I'm curious. So sell it. So 25,000. And then if we go back at the start, let's take a look. Okay, so we didn't lose anything. So, all right. Because I want to try this other one. I just got to remember where it was in here. There it is right here. And it's pretty good size, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it. Because it looks like you're going to have to put it about like this, yeah. So it'd be a little bit more, yeah, even that side. So probably this way. Because it looks like you're going to deliver in the front. You can pick up from the right, pick up from the back. So this one might be a little trickier. Let's get rid of this guy. 'Cause I don't need these right now. I was just wanting to show you. But I really want to try this thing. So there's nothing blocking on the right side there. So we got to give ourselves enough space to get out of that thing. Let's try it here. All right, now let's see what's going on. There it is. So you can only make the one on this one. It's picking up the mineral feed. So we need straw and hay. So the hay should come over pretty quick. I'm really curious to see how fast this one makes though. And since we can put it there, we can actually, I should have just left the other one and to see how fast one is compared to the other one. Because the other one gets to 149. It makes it pretty quick. I'm not dogging it. It's a very good mod. I just want to see if the other one's any faster. So I'll go get a little bit of straw. We don't need a bunch. I'm like, cause it'll take forever for the 5 million to fill up, or I can do it later actually. I want to see if that hay's gonna go over there. But as you guys see, like I said, you can see that. And look at that mineral feed though; it's barely even moved. So as you can see, this is what I was talking about. This is how that works. I'm going to do another video on the Lizard Forager wagon. The one I'm talking about. They changed it now. There's three different ones because it's still not fixed from way back when they first introduced it, and I'm going to show you guys that. But I got a question. Um, I mentioned Looney Farm Guy. If you guys don't know who that is, he's got really good videos. That explains a lot on the new mods when they come out. Go follow him, like and follow that guy. Don't forget to like and follow me. I want you to tell me in the comments what trees you guys are using for logging. Which ones give you guys the most? Um, there was a video out there not long ago on it, but I'm curious what everybody else is saying. What tree gives you the most liters? You know. Now I'm not talking. I'm talking just a whole long tree. Don't cut it in half. Don't cut it in threes. Don't cut it in fours. Just one tree gives you how many liters? Because I got an experiment that I'm going to do on different trees because I'm going to say stone pine is what I'm going to say. But I've never seen stone pine in the game except you can buy stone pine and you can plant them, but I don't know what map they're on. So if anybody knows where stone pine is, you can let me know. I know is at Black Creek that has those big red, uh, the big um, the big red trees. But you can't buy those and plant those anywhere. But you can plant stone pines. But I'm curious. So you guys let me know. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, again, like and subscribe. I got a lot more videos that I'm going to be doing, and I hope these helped you. If you already knew everything, good. Just like and subscribe. I got more coming. Thanks, guys.